Hello, Las Vegas. This is Rolando on Face the Tribune. As I always said, if you have nothing to hide, if you have to nothing to be ashamed of, you can face the Tribune. But if you do, the Tribune is going to face you, one way or the other one. The Tribune is going to go after. So with me today, my co-host and producer, Mr. Clark Philly, talking about the Democrat convention. I tell you, I don't know how people still believe anything the Democrats are saying. Everything, every speech any one of those people have said and yesterday, it's full of lies. It's full of lies. I cannot believe. No, there is no problem with the economy, no problem with security, no problem with the borders. Man, we are living in a paradise. Where? How? When? Don't insult my intelligence by telling me, all that, all those bunch of lies. And people, and then I don't know if Obama is running for a third term or not, but I tell you, everything, like you was telling me earlier today, I noticed that yesterday, everything is about Obama.
How could you not know? I mean, good God, I've never seen it like that. That was...
I cannot believe. I thought Obama was running for the third term.
How could you not?
And I don't know, maybe he is running for the
If
third
you had gone taking a little trip down to your homeland, Cuba, and you just got back into Miami, you landed, you hadn't seen any of the convention yet, and you turned on the TV or you watched the screen at the airport, and you saw his speech, you would say that's it. Third term, he's running.
Why do you need to send me to a trip to...
Because you have to have your head in the sand someplace to be unaware of what's going on.
Send me to Costa Rica.
Okay, Costa Rica.
To another...
I was just trying to say, you're going to go down there to straighten out
I'm not going to say Hawaii, because Hawaii is...
All right, my fault. Again, my fault.
Yeah, it is your fault, because you always want to push me to Cuba. You want me to go home?
Well, just go home.
I don't want to go home. This is home for me.
Check out the beaches over there.
This is home for me.
All right, take a trip back to your birthplace. How about that? Something wrong with that?
I don't see Obama going to where that country
because he's denying that that's where he's from. Oh. Can't go there and deny it at the same time.
Yeah, I do. I don't deny I'm from there. I'm happier here, and but I mean, it's unbelievable. I cannot, it make me cry, man. If I wasn't look too sissy, I will cry. But I don't know, what are we gonna do? And over here, we're not too far from the truth either. Over here, this is, and now there is, there's a lady running for judge in the wrong department. She should not have no business running in that department, because I think Josh Marshall is doing a good job. I think Janice Marshall is a good jurist. I don't care if the other one thinks she's better. She's good in what she's doing, but she's not. She should not be running in that department. It could be another department beside that one, But
somebody put her up to it?
Yeah, David Thomas is her campaign manager. David Thomas.
There's your answer.
Yeah. I can't believe it. Look at that, Don was up. I could have sent my printing to Don. Yeah.
I'm bringing it up here again.
What do you bring it?
The stuff you asked me to print out.
Oh, send it to Don.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. Very nice of you.
Yeah,
Gee, I
you're
didn't know
welcome.
you was that nice.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. But are we gonna talk or we are going to
I'm
be
listening
typing?
to you. All you've been doing is complaining
There's your
about
limo.
me sending you on a
There's
nice
some
trip
time
to
today.
Cuba. Now you can go $99, they just announced. Flights are gonna be going from Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, New York City. $99 starting whenever it was. You'll be able to fly to Cuba. You can't leave from New Jersey until they get rid of Christie. When he becomes Attorney General, then I guess, well, maybe he'll pass a thing all over the country you can't fly to.
Right.
That could be.
Right.
That could be.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I don't know if he can do that as an attorney general.
Well, if Lynch could do it, Holder would do it. They don't go by the law. By law, they have to indict Hillary
But that's the
Clinton.
problem with the Democrat. And we are going to be doing the same thing. And the Republicans are going to be doing the same thing, breaking the law all the
We're
time.
doing it for right. They do it for wrong. There's a big difference.
Yeah, $99 is a fair price. It's a round trip or one trip?
I don't know. Probably one way.
Because I used to pay
You have to have insurance, health insurance.
I used to have $39 a flight? $39, so that was 50, 60 years ago. So 99 today is not, it's a normal price.
But who makes you have health insurance? If you're gonna fly to Cuba, Cuba makes you have health insurance. You have to purchase it before you get your ticket.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of like in Mexico when you drive to Mexico.
It's in cahoots with Obamacare.
I don't know,
That's
something.
probably what it is.
When you go to Mexico, you have, not that you have to have insurance on your car, everybody has that, but when you go to Mexico, you have to buy Mexican insurance on your car. That's one of the scams driving to Mexico. They
Really?
make you buy
Really?
insurance for your car.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never been in Tijuana. I never been in that side of the fence. I never been there. I went to
Well,
Mexico.
Tijuana is a little well, I don't know, when you go.
I went to Mexico City one time, and that was about 50 years ago, and it wasn't nice. It was nice.
That's interesting, because you drive right into Tijuana, you don't get to even stop. You
Really?
Yeah, you just go right over the border.
I never been there.
Maybe when you go outside of Tijuana, I don't know.
I don't know.
I made a wrong turn like that guy that got held in jail for a while. When I was in San Diego, I know exactly what they were talking about because I've done it. When you're on that 5 going south, you can end up in Cuba and not Cuba, Mexico, and you have no friggin' idea what you're doing. It just sucks you right into Tijuana.
Really?
Next thing you know, you're in Tijuana.
No.
And I said, what the hell is this? I turn around, took me 3 hours to get back into the United States. One wrong turn, 3 friggin' hours.
Why they start asking?
Going back in, they stop everybody.
I know, and you look Mexican, so
Right,
you know,
right.
kind of weird.
I had a partner back then
Huh?
that would say that he was so busy all the time, he wears all these hats, you know. I have so many hats, I can't even, oh my God, I gotta put on another hat, you know. So when I was down there was this Mexican going car to car, and he was selling hats. And he had 20 hats on top of his head. Because he just saw you a hat from the top of his supply. He was wearing his supply. So I took a picture. When I got home, I blew up the picture, framed it, and I gave it to my partner. You know, I put down there his name on the bottom of it with all his hats, you know. He felt, where the hell did you son of a bitch, where did you get that from? But it was a funny picture. You say you wear a lot of hats? Perfect.
I was gonna take off today, but I gotta take off tomorrow, so I had to come to work today. I got a doctor appointment tomorrow, and I have to make sure that I'm in good health, because if by any chance these people do some kind of tricky stuff with the election in November and Hillary Clinton win, you know that I'm gonna retire, I'm not gonna be doing anymore. So I tell you, if you want me to keep writing those articles about you and your case in front of Judge Gebhardt, you better make sure that we finish those articles before November, because I'm not going to, there's not gonna be no more Tribune, unless you wanna keep it, but I won't write anymore. I would not take my chances writing under a socialist government. And I'm not gonna be able to write what I want, so why having a paper? Why paying rent and phone and cell and beeper? I don't know, we don't have beeper no more. You know, it's not that much. I couldn't believe. Give me some insight on this election. What do you think is going to happen today? Besides, what's the name of the first daughter?
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
You haven't been able to remember that ever.
I can't
It's
remember.
unbelievable. What's
And
yours?
she's so ugly.
You got a mind block. She's so what?
Ugly.
Oh, that's what I thought you said she's so pretty. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, she's
So
a beast.
ugly, man.
A
God.
beast.
I mean, but she's imitating Donald Trump's daughter now.
Yeah, good
She's
luck on
gonna
that one.
introduce. She's gonna introduce. No, I'm not talking about imitating beauty-wise. She cannot be compared to what's the Trump's daughter?
Ivanka.
Ivanka. Where he get all those exotic names?
From his wives. Look at his wives. Ivana was his first wife. Of course, what's her name? The second wife, she didn't have the exotic names. What was her name? Masha, what the hell? Maples. Masha Maples, was it?
No, I don't know the name. I don't know the first name. But the daughter, what's the daughter? Jennifer?
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
New York City, Tiffany's is,
Yeah,
it's probably one of Trump's tenants, Tiffany's.
Yeah. Maybe he owned the Tiffany's.
He owns a store there. It might be Tiffany's, come to think of it. Anyways, he had claimed that he owns a store in New York City, that the worth of the store is twice what Mitt Romney's worth. And Mitt Romney was saying, oh, he's not a good bidder, he's not a this or that. And Trump said, one of my stores is worth double what you are. One of his stores is worth $400 million. And, Romney's got a net worth around $200 million. So here's Romney shooting off his mouth. I don't know what happened to Romney, boy.
Who's Romney's? Who's Romney?
Who's who?
Who's Romney?
He's an old guy from before. He's a
Yeah.
has-been.
Yeah.
He's washed up in politics.
Yeah.
He's had it.
He wants to be a little bit of everything, right?
Well, he's, I guess, an entrenched establishment guy, which I thought he was an outsider when he was running. I know he'd been what the hell was he?
And he was begging for money to Donald Trump.
Yeah. And Trump gave him money. And they had their arms around each other at this, I think, an event in Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And, all friendly, buddy, and that wasn't that long ago. And now Trump's running, and here's that turncoat Romney against him. I mean, I just don't understand these turncoat people.
How can people be so ungrateful? How can people be that way?
They're bought and paid for by the Republic or establishment. These parties, they're the corrupt organizations of all time. They're worse than the Cosa Nostra or the Mafia. It's like the Democrats are the Mafia and the Republicans are the Cosa Nostra.
No, I don't think so. Maybe the new Cosa Nostra, maybe the new Mafia, maybe now the new one. But the old timers, no.
You mean the parties are worse than that?
Oh yeah, of course.
Right.
Of
I
course.
thought that's what you meant.
You're dealing with the mob, you know what
At least
you're
you know
dealing with.
that's exactly
They
right.
tell you the way it is. Don't mess with me and I don't mess with you. You mess with me, you mess with the best.
Yeah.
You know, that's not there. That's not any other. So,
We are built, this town is built on corruption and illegal funds because the mob was laundering more or less their money here, buying these buildings and building this town and so forth. So this town in a way was built on corruption. Now the town's going to ruin itself by corruption because it's no longer the corruption that's ruining the town, it's the government's corruption is going to ruin the town. So it's built on corruption and it's going to be ruined on corruption. But it's two different parties.
yeah, but when you do corruption with the mob, everybody get a piece of the action.
There you go, they built a friggin' wonder of the
When
world.
you deal with the government, they only can get.
If it wasn't for the mob, who could have built this town?
Let me tell you what I'm working at. I don't know if I'm going to be finished by next week, but let me tell you what I'm working on it now. I already got the headline. Justice for all for them, nothing for us. Listen to this. If you get handcuffed and you be put him in the county jail, forget about anything else. You toast. How do you say it? Gone? How do you say it? How do you call that? Toasted, no?
Well, you're toast, I guess. That's the symbolic of being gone. You're toasted, toast.
Okay? Now, first of all, you have to deal with lawyers that tell you that they cannot go against the prosecutor because tomorrow they got another case with a prosecutor and they can make his life miserable. Okay? So you have to deal with that one. You have to deal with chicken coward attorneys that are afraid to fight for you, no matter how much you pay them. Then you have to deal with the fact that once you are sentenced, once you go to prison, you cannot get out of there unless you tell them that you are not innocent. You can be innocent all you want, but you cannot tell the parole office that you are innocent. Otherwise, if you don't accept the fact that you are guilty by their modus operandi, then you will not get parole. Now I just find out a very simple thing. If you want to appeal your case, listen to this, you cannot tell the appellate court that you are innocent. The more innocent you claim to be, more time they give you. One guy has an appeal. He was doing 5 to life, right?
Yeah.
He's been there 26 years waiting for the appeal because he claimed that he's innocent.
Well,
How are we going to manage this thing? How are we going to do this?
It's corruption. It's forced. It's illegal.
He got 4 charges. They all consecutive. So he's been there 20 years and he only go for the second charge. He got 2 more to go. Look at Jessica Williams. Look at Jessica Williams. She's still there. She still have to go 2 more cases.
Probably Warren or something.
Yeah.
You're on the air, Radio Tribune. Face the Tribune.
Hey there, I just wanted to touch base with you. How you doing today?
Pretty good.
$11,000 in dental work.
That's
God
it?
love dental insurance, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't have any.
I wish I was an ex-Metro guy to have all that insurance.
No, it wasn't insurance.
Oh,
It's not insured.
Obamacare?
Nothing.
Affordable Dental Act?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Affordable Dental Act, I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Well, you gotta give Obama his third term. You gotta give him his third term.
Oh, I guess so.
He must be running, because I saw the convention last night, they were all Obama signs.
It seems like it.
Unbelievable, I've never seen that in my life. The whole audience, Obama signs.
Fraud. The thing that needs to be fixed is the voting machines. They're all
Well,
rigged.
I understand that, they just had a thing, I think it was in California, where they had rigged something big time.
Oh, really? Do you
And-
remember where?
Well, it just happened like last month, and I meant to bring it up to you and I forgot. But it was something to do with rigging, I don't know if it was redistricting, they did something to distort everything. And it was machines or whatever it was rigged.
Oh.
So, I'll look it up, I'll try to
I
find
tell
it.
you, that's going to be a big thing. We're wasting our time. We're wasting our time voting because if it's already rigged, it's already decided.
Well, if they don't like the way it's becoming, the outcome is gonna come, yeah, then they rig it. It's already set up, thanks to Soros and company that built and manufactured the voting machines. How does the America buy voting machines from him?
You better start.
And they're radio controlled.
You better start looking for some connections in the Review Journal, because I said then if Hillary Clinton win, I'm closing the paper and it will not be no more column in the Tribune. You have to go to write for the Review Journal, or maybe your friend Brian Greenspan can give you a space over there.
What a bad attitude you have. You know
Boy,
that?
I know, he's in a mood today.
I'm in a good attitude because I'm doing my show and I got somebody calling in. I'm on the air, I'm talking to my favorite guy, to my idol, and
listen to that. Are we on the air?
yes, of course. Look at what time is it, 12:25. This is the Cuban time.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, God bless you all. and be safe, okay? And I will talk to you later.
All right, thanks.
He didn't know you.
I don't believe that, he called he thought he was just calling?
I guess he was trying to tell you about the $11,000 in working. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's outrageous.
Ridiculous. What is that car? Is that Obama's car?
No, it's a Barracuda, Plymouth Barracuda.
Oh, it's not Obama's car? He's a
No,
Barracuda, right?
Yeah, he's a Barracuda, all right. He's a shark. I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
He's hard to describe.
Anyway.
How many I's and my's and all that was in the speech the other night? I created the safety.
He
created
was
the
talking
economy.
about his eyes.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, his eyesight.
And the jokes, he plagiarized himself because he had given the same speech about Michelle keeps getting better looking. And
he need glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, he need glasses.
Oh, yeah, he does. But he gave that
Yeah,
speech
with
before.
all my respect to the
and
first lady.
my kids keep saying, "What's wrong with you, Daddy?" You know. And
Is that what he said?
Yeah, the kid's saying, "You look old. Well, what happened to you? Mama looks so beautiful. You look so old." You know. That's a joke. Well,
He
it's
has
true.
age. He has age.
Well, sure. Look at the despicability of him.
Yeah.
Everything he's done is 180 degrees in the wrong direction. He's probably strung up to some puppet master, and that puts a lot of pressure on you. I mean, you know, I think I heard, I don't know, it may be a joke, but something like 30 threats on his life a day.
I hear
The most president
I
ever.
hear that he is going to be in charge of what's her name's Hillary Clinton's speeches, because let me tell you something, the guy is a hell of a he speaks.
A hell of a Trump. a hell of a prompter
Yeah,
reader.
well, every good hustle, and every good activist, every good, they know how to. I tell you, this first time I saw him in the floor of the U.S. Senate, I was impressed with him. I was impressed until.
But what did he say?
I don't
He
remember.
doesn't
That
say
was
anything of
12 years ago.
substance. He says things like hope and change.
Yeah,
Well, what does that mean?
maybe he was trying to give me hope and change, but I only got the change because I don't have the dollars. I only got change, quarters
Yeah,
and dimes and nickels.
all you're left with is hope. Hope for a new leader that will do something for us.
Hope to be able to eat tomorrow. The way the economy. Oh no, but he said the economy is okay.
Everything's wonderful. The
You know,
state of the
we have to
economy.
believe that. He's our president. We need to believe him. If we don't believe the president of this great nation, who are we going to believe?
What is this on the show? You shut. Isn't there a button? I hear that one all the time.
Really?
Yeah, someone yelling at me.
Doesn't he have a button to shut that off with?
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was listening to the State of the Union show, they call it, last night, the first part of his speech there, where he's rattling off all the great accomplishments and how great the United States is. We have random shootings going on. We have dead cops being sniped. You know, I know the priest that got his head cut off wasn't an American, but he's over there in France. I mean, this terrorism threat is just astronomical. ISIS is the varsity team. Has he upgraded them yet to the big team, or is it still the varsity? Just a varsity squad, no threat to us. The most important threat to the world, to the country, is to global warming.
ISIS is opening an office now. Yeah, opening an office over here on Barstow, I think it is.
Are they renting swords or anything? Can you go rent a sword?
Yeah, I think ISIS is renting a space over there in Barstow.
Cool.
And also Riverside. They're getting ready for a good.
They're just going to have field offices all over the country.
Yeah.
Well, they have to put all the people that they're infiltrating in the refugees, they have to put them to work, right?
I guess.
Right? I mean, where are all these refugees going to work? And 90% of them are probably
They
terrorists.
don't need to work.
No, they're going to work for ISIS.
Yeah, they don't need
They're
to
already
work.
working for ISIS.
Yeah, they are ISIS.
That's what I mean. So they have to create
They
offices.
are ISIS.
They have
You
to rent
know,
offices.
They said those refugees was gonna be kids. They come here because they need to save their soul. And I didn't see any kids. Everybody was from 18
Like,
to
yeah, 20 years old,
18
military
to 20,
age.
18 to 45.
Yeah, and all men.
Eh?
All men.
All men, yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they, for show, they had a little kid maybe
We got that picture.
It's unbelievable. It's
We got that picture
overwhelming.
in the front page of the
Yeah, it's
Tribune.
overwhelming. The head count is overwhelming. Military age men. And Hillary wants to up the ante 550%. What a moron. I tell you what, it's just unfathomable to me how these people even get a platform to say anything on. We should just, they need to be blacked out. Pardon the pun. Incredible. So I don't know.
You know, I tell you, I'm glad I don't know how to text. I'm glad I don't know how to do texting, because if I knew, I would not be able to use my phone. All this texting, people texting me all the time. I don't know how to answer those texts, and they keep texting me. I ignore them until Victoria come by or Parker come by and they read the text to me. You know, I don't understand how they can be doing that stuff. People don't dial no more. People do not dial no more.
But people also don't answer their phones anymore. You
No.
get voicemail. Goes because they're busy texting, I guess.
Yeah.
When the call comes in, goes right to voicemail because you're texting.
What kind of life are we living? You know, I told the guy, somebody texted me the other day, when, what's the name of the lady that came here with Parker? Angela. Angela was reading to me, and I told him, I said, put that in there. And I said, do you know what a telephone looks like? Let me tell you, if I wanted to type, I buy myself a typewriter. I want a phone to talk and to hear. Maybe I don't hear too well, but I hear, you know. But man, I couldn't believe these people.
When I'm driving around and I see a car with like a single chick in it, I look right away for where's the phone. And usually you don't have to look too far, you know.
No.
Yeah, and they're over there like this. They're texting, driving and texting, every one of them, just
And the police tell you not to use the phone while you're driving, but don't tell you not to text.
Yeah,
It's
no,
worse.
it is texting.
Texting is worse.
The law says texting, but it also says phone, call.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
It does say texting?
the law should have said texting only, not phone calls. I mean, why can't you answer your phone if you're driving? What the hell's so complicated about that? No worse than listening to the radio. But texting is ridiculous.
See, I didn't have that problem in the 70s when I was, I have my telephone, because there was not that many people driving and talking, you know, but...
In the 70s, they couldn't. What are you talking about? That wasn't invented yet.
Oh yeah, I have phone in the car.
Maybe in the AM.
There was only 5 people in this town with telephone.
If you had a phone in your car in the 70s, you didn't have a trunk left because it was full of phones.
Right, it was.
I had the first one I got
got
in the
2
80s,
phones.
and I had a big box in my
I got
trunk.
2 phones in my car.
Oh my God, what are you, Metro or something, the sheriff?
No.
All those antennas on the top of each one's a different radio.
Just two antennas. Yeah. And people look at me like, gee, where you come from? That's what I was saying the other day when I was talking about the airport. We used to park at the airport, and nobody bothers us because they thought it was an airport. Who was here that we was talking about that? Oh, the guy from DMV, Kevin Malone. He's coming on the 11th. We're going to talk about that again. You know.
What was it about the parking? Oh, you could park right in front.
Yeah, I used to park right in front of the airport. And my license plate used to be runway. So people...
They thought you were a pilot.
They thought I was a pilot,
Or
or
air
I
traffic
was,
control.
or I was the head of the... Because it was a big black car with 3 antennas and...
Well, that helps it just by itself. Forget the license plate, just that alone sometimes will get you
I
privileges.
miss those days, I tell you that much. Everything was easy. Even go to the airport. I don't know why it's so difficult nowadays to go to the airport. And they picked those guards at the airport. They picked them to be rude, nasty, arrogant. Oh my God.
They failed an intelligence test or they wouldn't have been hired. Speaking of parking right in front, I went there to pick up a friend of mine that was flying in from Phoenix, and they had this escalator at McCarran. You could pull up right by the escalator, and he'd come down the escalator, right in front. I had a New Hampshire licensed car, right? And I told him where I would be, and that's where I was gonna be. And here comes one of these guys you're talking about. He failed an intelligence test, so they made him a ticket writer. So he comes up and says, you gotta move your car. I said, you wanna bet? You know, how much you wanna bet?
How long ago was that?
Oh, it's 70s, you know. You wanna bet?
Oh, they don't have those people over there.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
They did?
Oh,
I don't know. I never had.
Not a lot of them, but enough.
Yeah.
And you know, I said, you want to bet? No, you have to move the car. I said, what? No, I don't. I said, my boss is coming, and he told me to be right here or I'm fired. So this is where I'm going to sit. I'm going to start writing you a ticket. I said, look, buddy, go to the rear of the car, check out the license plate, and knock yourself out. It's a New Hampshire plate. What the hell? Write all you want. It doesn't matter. It's toilet paper, right? So he goes back, writes out the ticket, right? Comes up and goes to put it underneath my windshield wiper. That's the test that he took. I reached my hand out. I said, just give it to me. You know, no, he's put it underneath the windshield wiper. So, all right, He's walking on. I get out, I take the ticket out from underneath the windshield, I rip it up, I throw it on the ground. You want to give me one for littering while you're writing toilet paper? You know, I mean, what an idiot. And then here comes my buddy, see you later. I mean, what is that? If I was there and I looked at the license plate, I would have said, all right, well, the guy's got me beat, you know, but they don't have that intelligence. They just don't, they can't put two and two together. I went to pick up Aaron the other day at the airport, right, at Terminal D, right, completely like a ghost town there. Terminal D is like a huge, huge terminal, right? It's like, it could fit thousands and thousands of people, there's 10 there. I mean, it's just totally empty, right? And here's one of those guards, you know, right? So the thing's empty. So he's like, gotta move, I can't see nothing but empty, you know, what are you talking about? Why don't you just back off for a while, you know? God damn it, it's stupid. Why do you have to harass us? Like you said, they know how to harass you. Why can't you be accommodating? If there's a lot of traffic, you won't have to ask me to move. I'll do it as a courtesy to the other people coming. My guy ain't here yet, I'll just keep circling around. Why do I have to circle around when there's nobody here? It's just stupid.
I know. They are, some people are, they don't know how to think of it.
They don't have any common sense.
They don't know how to think of her own.
They have no common sense. Are we on a radio show today or a switchboard? Sound like the Mirage switchboard over here.
I know.
Amazing.
The Mirage.
Well,
I only been in the Mirage once.
really? Was it a Mirage? You just
No, it was the Mirage. I went
came out of the desert?
I went to sell my shares of the I have
Oh.
there. Actually, I think it was shares from the Golden Nugget, and I got some shares, and I went to the side door. I went into the gift shop, whatever that shop was there, and there's a little door over there. Go upstairs, and I went back out, and I left. You know, I haven't been in the strip in 15 years. Probably longer now. I've been saying 15 years now for another a year or two ago. You know,
Well, 15 years ago was 2001. You know,
I think it was
that was like 911, wasn't it?
I think it was 2000
Yeah.
when I went, and I don't know why. I think I went to a fight at the Mandalay Bay.
It was still booming back then. I don't think the boom really quit till about 05 or 06 when they were building the Stardust, that new whatever they called it. That collapsed, that stopped. The Fountain Blue has not opened yet. I don't know if anyone's trying to open that or not. I don't think they are they?
They used to have the old timers reunion at the Stardust Hotel, and I used to go to the back to Industrial Road, so I can avoid that traffic.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't know why people love that jamming, bumper to bumper.
Well, I don't know if they love it. They don't know any better. You know.
No, some people that live here, they gotta go to the strip. Yeah, let's go this way. We go to the hacienda. Well, no hacienda now.
Well, maybe they have a feeling that they're really in the most exciting city in the world. That's why they go that way.
I know I am in the most exciting city in the world. I love this city. You know, I just don't love the government in this city.
It's getting worse and worse. It's not getting better day by day. It's getting worse.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's getting worse.
You know, I remember when the county commissioner chamber was over here on Bridget and 3rd, right by the courthouse. That place is empty now. It's been empty for I don't know how many years. They don't want to do nothing with it. I used to go there to see Manny Cortez, and it's the courthouse. I remember Justice Court used to be in the side of the courthouse, and then real stairways. They go like that, and you go right there. It was three. I think it was three courtrooms. all the bondsmen used to stay outside the courthouse in the morning. You go in, the bail bondsmen, you see them all over there talking. Joe Abraham and Billy Quick and Anthony, and, you know, I guess all those things are happening. I was told today, I don't know if it's true or not, I'm going to double check, that Blackjack bail bonds canceled the subscription to the newspaper. I guess they don't like our opinion of Hillary Clinton, and I guess, or maybe what's his name, Gillespie told them to cancel the subscription. So
They don't pay for the subscription, so what do they do by canceling it?
so they don't get him they don't get him anymore.
That's,
It's just to reduce probably they doing it so it looks like we have less subscribers. If you got, let's say if I have 20 subscribers and Gillespie tell 18 of them to cancel, I only have to.
yeah, but the system you have, from what I understand it, the old subscriptions are taking up their old bytes, so to speak, so they take up more space on the computer system. So if an old subscription cancels, then we can put it in 2 or 3 people that are on the waiting list.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. So when someone old subscription cancels, we instantly put in like 3 new ones, 3 or 4, I think it is.
Yeah.
Something like that, because it's
Yeah.
less bytes for a new subscription than an old one. So that they're doing us a favor by canceling.
Yeah, right.
So
You know, and
that's fine.
I don't even know.
Every time a government official or somebody does something, it's the
Yeah, but
opposite
that's not a
result.
government. That's Blackjack bail bond.
Oh, I
Unless
thought you said Gillespie told them.
yeah, Gillespie probably told them because
Well,
they said
well, there you
bail bondsmen normally get a good click with.
Do they get a kickback, Gillespie?
I don't know.
If they call up, like calling the tow truck, they all get kickbacks, you know,
Probably.
from the Metro Police Department when they
Oh,
ticket
no.
a car and it gets towed. They have a contract with a certain towing company that contributes to somebody
They
running
too-
for office
They
that
too
gets
busy.
that.
They too busy trying to hurt the Tribune. I don't know if it's true or not. I gotta check that out tomorrow probably. Before.
Listen, there's somebody running around in my neighborhood and they're putting up these no parking signs. And then they put up a tow company sign down at the end of the block with a towing company
Really?
name. Well, this is private, this is just streets. Who are they to go around and put up no parking signs?
But take some pictures. Let's do an article on it.
Well, okay.
I can go all the way there. I need an airplane to go over there where you live.
Get
You
Trump to
know,
let you use that chopper,
I can't go
the
over
Trump
there.
chopper.
It's too far away.
But it's kind of like the day I went to my lawyer's office down here. It says right on the building, parking for that address, right? I park
Yeah.
right in front of the damn sign. I go to the office, I come out, the car's towed. I call up the office.
So your lawyer was taking a kickback?
I don't know. I call up the office. Secretary answers the phone. Well, we can't do anything about that. I go, wait a minute. I go to your office to see you. I park in front of a sign on your building, and you can't do anything about it? That's the way you want your customers to be treated?
That's not true.
It is
That's
true.
not true. And I think it could have been something done specifically against you, because in the other building where we have a towing company. They come over, and the guy used to come in, and I said, "Do you have that blue car?" Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So because we were supposed to put some.
But they have a bigger chance of getting revenue if they just tow the car. Why make such a stink over it? They had to just give me the car back. They couldn't charge me for it. But if I didn't make a stink, they would have made $200-something just towing. They go around and tow, take a shot. They're not doing anything. So go around, tow cars. Maybe you'll get paid. If they get 5 or 6 cars a day that they're not obligated,
Oh, I'm sure.
that's $1,000 a day.
I'm sure they get paid, because I tell you, believe me, once your car is, it's almost like being in the car counting the
I
detention
didn't
center.
pay.
Once you, yeah, well, that was an exception of the rule, believe me.
Well, that's why they do it.
Believe me.
That's why they do it. That's
You
my
know,
point. They
But
go
no,
around
the
toe,
guy
toe,
over
toe.
there, when we was in the other building, the guy used to walk in and ask, is that car belong to you? Is this car belong
Right.
to you? And if we said yes, he walk away. If we said no, he said, can I tow it? I said, I don't care, you know. But I don't see any reason why people will do that. Looking over here, they got signs over here that said throw away, and people park anyway. And those are the kind of people then bother me. When you tell them, I said, this is a private parking, I just gonna be a minute. You know, I just gonna be a minute. You know, I'm very, very, very careful and very respectful of those signs. Because first of all, I don't have the $200 or $300 to get my car out of. I don't even know if my car is worth $300. You know, you know. And if I go the truck is even worse. They probably pay me to take it out of there. But that is the whole thing. Tonight is the last night for the Democrat National Convention.
Yeah, gee, thank God.
Well, it's 4 days like the other one.
So we got Chelsea Clinton and we have Hillary Clinton, the glass ceiling breaker, whatever that is. And who else we got today? Have you seen the lineup?
No.
They've had a despicable lineup, I'll tell you what a bunch of friggin' losers they've had. What do you think of that vice president's speech? He trying to throw in all the Spanish and all this and that? I mean, why didn't they have Melania Trump up there
You know,
talking in 7 languages?
This is another thing.
What a joke, he knows Honduran, so he's gotta show off?
He's the most qualified. He speaks Spanish. And he's running for vice president of the United States, or he's running for vice president of
There you go,
Honduras.
right.
You know,
I
what do you
thought-
mean you are qualified because you speak Spanish? First of all, how many people are going to go to the vice president's office that don't speak English? Come on, don't be stupid. Don't be, I don't know what word to use. Don't be stupid, that's the word. You know, how many people are going to go to the White House that don't speak English? Even the illegals that are in the Charo, they speak English.
When they want to.
Because look at that lady Silva. I have her in my show. She speaks English better than I do. Well, anybody speaks English better than I do, but you know.
How'd you like that, Obama, that Hillary is the most qualified man?
Oh
or
yeah,
woman
better than me
to
and
ever-
Bill.
And Bill, sorry, Bill. You know, I mean, you know what? Their lies are so over the top and beyond the bounds of anything in this planet that they render on absolute despicability.
Let me tell you.
Who believes that? It's way past
Let me tell you, my
reasonableness.
friend, let me tell you, we only got 4 minutes left. If these people win the election, this country have what they deserve. Believe me.
Not really, because the good people of this country are being, their country's being ripped away by dumb people. Is that what they deserve?
Well, they need to vote, and unless the voting is rigged,
Then they rig the machine.
they
So-
rig the machines.
So when you say we
You
don't,
know,
we
and
get
I
what
don't
we
know how
deserve,
they
I don't
do
agree with that.
Maybe they are talking what's the name of the president in Venezuela? Maduro.
I know.
Maduro, you know, Venezuela, former president, Hugo Chavez, owned those voting machines.
And the wealthiest person in the country was his daughter.
Really?
Yeah, she got all the money. They don't even have money for toilet
I'm not
paper.
talking about if they are crooked over there, they brought the crookedness
Didn't we
to the
buy
United
the,
States.
wouldn't we buy the machines from, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
right.
If they are crooked over there, we bought the crookedness from them, and
Yeah.
that's how, well,
But the
we
good
did
people
not.
of this
We
country-
did not, the Democrat bought it.
The smart people of this country, the intelligentsia, have been hijacked by the stupidia.
Let me ask you something else before we go. Did you hear Harry Reid talking?
No, I didn't see him.
He spoke, yeah, or I think he's speaking tonight, one of the two.
No, I didn't see him.
I thought I fell asleep. I don't know if I told you I fall
Well, it's
asleep.
easier to do now, and I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
all has-beens. Madeleine Albright, what the hell does she have to offer to anything? That's how desperate they are. They're just digging up people that were just despicable when they were in the job.
I'm surprised they
And-
didn't bring that lady that was the Attorney General that
Oh,
took that
Re-
little cube. Janet Reno.
Reno, yeah, Reno.
Janet Reno, I'm surprised they don't have her.
Waco, the Waco queen. The one that grabbed that Cuban kid from the closet
Yeah.
with the M16 rifles from our military.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are we sending that kid out of the country? He was an illegal immigrant. Or maybe he was partially legal, I don't know. Didn't they grab him from?
I think he was partially legal because
Yeah.
the Cubans, once they get here, they are allowed to stay. Or they
Yeah,
used
so
to
what
be.
the hell's up with that?
Well, the father wanted.
Yeah, because he worked for Castro or
The
something.
mother, no, he didn't work for Castro back then, but Castro talked to him and he said, either you take my side or you dead. So that's the way it's in the dictatorship. You know, it's like the Godfather. Castro make him an offer he could not refuse. You know, and now the kid is like, well, he's older now, but he's, I don't know, probably what, 20 years?
Well, that was quite a while ago.
27,
Let's see.
he might be about
Clinton was the president because Reno was so it was back in the, 80s.
Yeah.
So that's 30 years ago, 30-something years ago. So
So
hell,
he's
and the
almost
kid
40.
was 10, right, at
He's
least,
almost
so he's
40.
40, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think he was about 7 or 8 or something,
Yeah.
but it's still close to 40.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, this is, I don't know if I'm gonna be here tomorrow, but in the meantime, if you can find somebody to put a show, maybe we can run the show with Josh Marshall. We need to make sure that Josh Marshall is reelected. We need to run that show and show people how qualified she is for that. Joe Hardy is going to hopefully be here sometimes in the next 3 or 4.
We gotta protect a few good judges that there are, because I'll tell you what, most of them are just deplorable. Oh, God.
Yeah, I know.
And incompetent, and you name it. I don't know the law, I just go on and on and on. What an array of incompetence that court is over there.
So,
It's pathetic.
thank you very much for listening. My name is Rolando Larraz, and I stand behind every word I said in this show. Even if it's good or bad, I stand behind. And God bless you, God bless America, and God bless our troops.
Yeah.